Yeah, that's a nice new Zoom feature, isn't it? So,
Oh, yeah. Didn't sound like you.
yeah, I don't know who that is. It's not Siri. Maybe it's Siri's sister.
Sherry.
All right, so I've been giving this a lot of thought, and here's what this is going to look like. I am live here in the Coral Springs Market Center. My vision is that we have a room full of agents in the room, that I'm here every day from 9 to 9:30 as a team leader for Keller Williams Realty Coral Springs. My job is to pour into these agents, and I'm going to do my job. Now, at the same time, if I have the opportunity to open this up to you, and you can join us via Zoom, and I'm doing this anyways, then I'm going to do that as well. And what we're going to do every day is we're going to go right back to where we were on Survive to Thrive from 9 to 9:30. And then at 9:30, we're going to sign off with what is work. And I'm going to close my computer and I'm going to go right into script and role play with the agents that are in the room here. So a little bit of a, I guess, tease is if you want to practice and role play scripts with me, you got to come to Coral Springs. You got to be in the room. That is the bonus that these guys get, and you guys on Facebook don't. Sorry, or Zoom don't. Sorry. Yes, sir, Ryan?
I said non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Ryan says non-negotiable. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're talking about mastering your listing presentation. Guys, if you haven't been watching the videos for the last week and a half, it's been almost 2 weeks now, right? Yeah, and actually we have so many sessions of this that I forget what number we're on. So this is mastering your listing presentation number next. Ryan says it's 9. So this is mastering your listing presentation number 9. All right. Repetition is the mother of learning. So let's review. Step 1, get the appointment. If I could show you how I could list your home, how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that? Aren't you at least curious what I would do to get your home sold for more money in less time? Would you like to see what I'm doing to sell an average of 10 homes every month in less than 30 days on the market, at an average of 99% of the asking price? Aren't you curious? You don't have to hire me, but aren't you at least curious what I would do to get your home sold for the most money in the least amount of time? And if that's not your resume, use your office numbers. If I could show you what we're doing to sell an average of 60 listings a month, that's the number here in Coral Springs. If I could show you what we're doing to sell an average of 60 to 70 listings every single month in less than 30 days on the market for an average of 99% of the asking price, would you like to see how we're doing that? All right, step 2, soft interview. Now, the soft interview is either later in the day or it's the next day. It's not during the same call. And the reason it's not during the same call, Jonathan, is because it's time for me to make the next call. You already said yes. I'm on to the next call. I'm calling Clarissa now because I want to go on a listing appointment with Clarissa as well. And if I spend 10 minutes doing a soft interview right now, then that's 10 minutes that I'm not making lead generation calls. Right, Ryan? Yeah. All right, so script. Ryan, that's awesome. I'm so excited to meet with you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And what I'd like to do next is schedule 10 minutes with you to ask a few questions in order to better prepare for our appointment. Script. Does tomorrow morning at 10 work, or would 11 be better, or whatever the time is? Don't do it during lead generation, so 10 doesn't work. So step 2 is a soft interview. Step 3, do your homework. Show up as the local economist of choice. Your job is to know the market better than anybody else. The 3 questions the seller is going to ask themselves about you are, can I trust you? Do you care about me? And do you know what you're doing? So demonstrate that you care about them. They can trust you and you know what you're doing by showing up as a local economist of choice. Step next, because I lost track of the count again. 4.
Step next.
Confirm the appointment. So the morning of or the day of, before you go on the appointment, you're going to call. Simply, hey, Clarissa, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty, just confirming we're getting together at 4 o'clock today. Clarissa says yes. My response to that is, hey, by the way, when we meet today at 4 o'clock, are you going to be ready to list your home with me? Or are you going to be ready to put your home on the market? Or if I'm able to show you that I'm the right agent for the job, are you going to be ready to list your home today? Clarissa says yes. My response is awesome. See you at 4 o'clock. Clarissa says no. My response is awesome. See you at 4 o'clock. I'm just finding out, is she ready? Right, Diane? And if she says yes, then it's mine to get. Ever hear anybody say it's yours to lose? Next time you hear them say that, reprogram, 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 because your subconscious is hearing it's yours to lose. You're going to lose. It's yours to get. All right. Step next. Brian, what number are we on? Aaron, 5. Step 5. Confirm the appointment again. You're on the way. You're going to call. Jonathan, it's John Dietz. I'm on my way. I should be there right at 4 o'clock unless I run into traffic. And if I run into traffic, I'll give you a call. By the way, if you didn't trial close earlier, here's another chance. By the way, Jonathan, when we get together here in just a little bit, are you ready to put your home on the market today? No. Awesome. See you at 4 o'clock. Step 6. Hey, I remember the number. That's a good thing. Step 6, get on the listing channel. Now, it's not on your radio. Don't get in your car today and start looking for the listing channel. This is all about mindset. Matter of fact, turn off the radio, especially talk radio. You should never listen to that anyways. Why would you do that? But definitely don't listen to talk radio on the way to your listing appointment. You know, these people with all these, never mind. Don't do it. Don't answer your phone. I'm on my way to a listing appointment. This is many years ago. True story. And I pull up out front. Clarissa, I'm literally getting ready to get out of my car and the phone rings. So what do? I answer my phone. Not a good idea. It was my office calling me to tell me that 2 of the 3 closings I had the next day had major issues and they weren't going to close. How was my mindset? Say not good. By the way, I didn't get the listing. And by the way, both those sales closed. Don't answer your phone. All right. Don't read text messages either. You never know if the text message is going to be something that's going to put you in a bad mood. Stay away from your phone. That thing's evil. All right. Arrive early. If your appointment is at 4 p.m., get into the neighborhood by 20 till. Drive the neighborhood. Look at the properties that you're using as comparables, Ryan. Drive around an eagle eye prospect for sell by owners, Aaron. But drive the neighborhood. Don't park in front of their house and sit there for 20 minutes, Jonathan. That makes you a stalker and that's weird. Drive the neighborhood. Pull in front of their home 5 minutes before the appointment. Park in the street. Don't park in the driveway. Now, why? If you park in the driveway, you might have taken somebody's parking spot and you have to move your car, and that's not good. Or you might be blocking somebody in the garage that needs to get out, and that's not good. It's also not safe. If you park in the driveway and you're meeting with creeps and you don't know it, and they want to block you in so you can't get out, you're blocked in. It's not safe. Don't do it. Park in the street. Now, if you have one of those cars that has "I'm a realtor" all over it, side note, I wouldn't do that. because of the way I drive, and I don't need people calling me and saying this guy's a jerk. But those of you who do it, cool, go for it. If you have one of those cars that say I'm a real estate agent all over it, you may not want to park immediately in front of their home, Jonathan, because those homeowners may not want to tell the neighborhood that they're thinking of selling their house. You might want to park 2 or 3 homes down and walk back to their house. Something as small as that could cause you to lose the appointment or lose the listing. All right, step next. 7. Kodak moment. You have 10 seconds to make a great first impression. Your appointment's at 4 p.m. You're gonna knock on the door at 4 p.m. And yes, knock on the door, don't ring the bell, because you can't ring the doorbell enthusiastically, but you can knock on the door enthusiastically. And if there's a baby asleep in the back of the house and you ring the doorbell and the baby wakes up, the baby's joining your listing appointment versus sleeping through your listing appointment. Knock on the door. Now, as soon as Diane comes to the door, I am going to take a couple steps back so that I'm not right in front of her, so that when she opens the door, I'm right there. How do you like me so far? So I'm going to take a couple steps back. Diane answers the door, and hi, Diane, I'm John Dietz. We had an appointment at 4 p.m. and it's 4 p.m. May I come in? Script.
Sure.
There we go. Now I'm going to walk in the door. Wow, you have an absolutely beautiful home, and I'm super excited to be here. I would love for you to take me on a tour of your home, Diane, but before I take another step, would you like me to take my shoes off first? All right, be polite. Little things will make the difference. You know that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff? Throw that book away. Absolutely sweat the small stuff, because all that small stuff added up is the big stuff. Okay, now, before we tour their home, we're gonna set our things down at the kitchen table, because that's where we're gonna meet. Big mistake, asking the seller where they wanna meet. Where would you like to sit? Don't do that. They might tell you they wanna sit in the living room, Jonathan, and they're on a couch and you're on another couch 20 feet away, and that's not good. You wanna sit at the kitchen table, Ryan, because that's where business gets done. So Diane, before we go on a tour of your home, I'd love to set my things down at the kitchen table. Simple, right? Yeah. Now, as we tour your home, I'm going to ask lots of questions and I'm going to take lots of notes. Show them the notebook that you're taking notes on, because this is the information I'm going to use to help you sell your home. Cool. As you tour their home, ask lots of questions. Take notes. Take notes out loud. That means talk as you're taking notes. Beautifully updated kitchen, granite countertops, maple cabinets, stainless steel appliances, travertine floors. Wow, Diane, you have an absolutely beautiful house, right? Now, don't stage their house. Don't point out the things that are wrong with it. Don't walk into the kid's bedroom and go, really? Seriously? Purple fuzzy wallpaper? What the heck were you thinking about? We got to get rid of this. Don't be Billy Bob with Ego Realty. That's what Billy Bob does. Like their home. By the way, there is no Billy Bob and there is no Ego Realty. People always ask me, who's Billy Bob? Who's Ego Realty? I'm not telling you. All right, we're back at the kitchen table. Begin the conversation. Step 8. Diane, thank you for the opportunity to meet with you today. It is always a privilege and an honor to meet with a potential seller and discuss the possibility of the Dietz team representing them in the sale of their home. Now, before I get started, I'd like to start with my mission statement. Would that be okay? Diane says, yes. Cool. My mission is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. Now, because of that mission statement, Ryan, whenever I meet with a potential seller, one of 3 things typically happens. One of those 3 things is going to happen today. Either number 1, they understand and appreciate the benefits that I have to offer and they hire me. And that's awesome. The second thing that occasionally happens, Clarissa, is they don't hire me. And quite honestly, that's not so awesome. And then the third thing that happens every so often is I may choose not to represent them in the sale of their home. And then be quiet for like a really awkward 5 seconds. Give them an opportunity to ask, why would you not list my house? Your response, that's a great question. And you're really gonna like the answer. You see, Clarissa, if I meet with a homeowner who I feel has a goal or an expectation that I'm not going to be able to meet or exceed, I would rather turn the opportunity down today than let you down 6 months from now. Empowering. It's empowering for you and it's empowering for the homeowner. You're empowering them to say no. You're letting them know it's okay if they don't hire you. You're also letting them know you may not want to take their listing. Now, how to beat the competition when you know they have an appointment the next day? I'm going to set the competition up for failure. Here's what that sounds like. No, I didn't. What'd you say?
I was like, how are you gonna do that, John?
I'm going to tell you. So, Aaron, here's my promise to you. And I really want you to hear me say the right thing, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way. You see, the good news is I don't need your listing. I really want to work for you, and that's why I'm here. But you see, if I needed your listing, and because I know you're meeting with other real estate agents, you're going to meet with someone who's desperate, who absolutely needs your listing. And that person is going to tell you anything you want to hear just to get a sign in your front yard. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Fair enough? Cool. Now, next day, when that seller is meeting with Billy Bob, and Billy Bob is telling them anything that they want to hear just to put a sign in the front yard, they're thinking, Aaron told us this was going to happen. You know, remember the movie, the TV series Lost in Space, if you're not younger than 50? And what the homeowner is experiencing at that moment is danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Because Billy Bob is sitting on the other side of the kitchen table, and they know it. And they're like, oh my God, no, that's Billy Bob. Say no. How we doing? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Did you guys miss me?
Yes.
All right. See what 2 months off does for me? All right. Next step. Go through a needs analysis. Needs step 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not so good and 10 being awesome, what needs to happen in the sale of your home for this to be a 10? By the way, I forgot the transition statement. Transition statements are huge. They're so important. In order for me to know if I can meet your goals and exceed your expectations, I need to ask you a couple questions. Would that be okay? Yes. Cool. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not so good and 10 being awesome, what's one thing, not the one thing, what's one thing that needs to happen in the sale of your home that would cause you to consider the experience a 10? Sell it quickly. Awesome. What does that look like to you? I need to have my home sold in 30 days. Great. Why is that important to you? I'm moving to Atlanta in order to start a new job. Got it. Cool. If we could accomplish a second goal, such that this would be a 10 plus experience, what's the next goal? I want to get my price. Great. What does that look like to you? Well, my neighbor sold their home for $525 and mine is better. And I've got these brand new bookcases that I built. So that adds a lot of value to my house. And I just planted a new grapefruit tree in the backyard, and that adds a lot of value. So I want to get at least $550,000. Okay. What does that do for you? Why is that important for you? If we could accomplish a third goal, such as this, okay, moving on. Step 10,
Yeah.
prioritize their goals. If we can accomplish one of these goals and barely miss the other two, what's number one? What's number two? What's number three? Step 11, what number are we on?
Yeah.
11, trial close. Diane, if I were able to demonstrate that I'm the right agent for the job in order to accomplish all of these goals, because I've been writing everything down Diane said during our listing appointment. If I was able to demonstrate that I'm the right agent for the job in order to accomplish these goals, would you hire me today?
Yes.
Great, let's get started. Diane says no. Great, let's get started. Step 12, satisfy their needs, meet their goals, exceed their expectations. There is a 10-step process that I shared 3 or 4 days ago. It's on video that you're going to follow in order to meet their goals and exceed their expectations. This is what you do, Ryan, that makes you special. Next step, go through comparables and discuss pricing strategy. Not, let's talk about what your home is worth. Not, let's talk about what your home is going to sell for. The conversation is, the next step page is we're going to discuss a pricing strategy in order to get your home sold in the next 30 days so that you could be in Atlanta in time to start your new job with your family and your children can start school. Logic makes us think, emotion makes us act. Talking about how much the home is going to sell for, not sexy, not exciting. Talking about a pricing strategy in order to get Paige to Atlanta so she could start a new job on time and her children can start school on time, that's exciting. It's also emotion. Logic makes us think, emotion makes us act, and we want them to act. All right, once we've gone through the pricing strategy and we've agreed on the right we've agreed on the right strategy to get their home sold, it's time to close. Step 14, are you ready to get started? That's it. Now, if they say yes, start filling out paperwork. If they say no, follow that up with, okay, I understand. You know, just out of curiosity, so good to see you again. Yes, did you bring me steak and shake? Okay. If they say no, follow that up with, okay. And Jonathan, just out of curiosity, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you don't like anything I said, you can't wait for me to leave, and 10 being I'm the right agent for the job. Super important embedded command. And 10 being I'm the right agent for the job. Where are we at?
8.
8? Okay. By the way, side note, if you hear anything lower than 8, pack up your things and leave. That's not good.
Lower than 8. Okay.
That means they don't like you. So I want 8, 9, or you're a 10, John. I'm just not ready to hire you today. By the way, this is not bragging. This is to give you hope. I promise you. I've been on more than 2,000 listing appointments, and I never heard anything lower than 8. Never. Most of the time it was 10 or 9. And that's not bragging, it's to give you hope, okay? Jonathan, thank you. I'm an 8. Got it. What would it take for me to be a 10? And don't worry, I'll figure it out for you. Jonathan says, I like you, but your commission's too high. I like you, but I don't agree on the price. I like you, but I've got more appointments tomorrow. I like you, but I need to sleep on it. I like you, but I need to pray on it. Those are all the responses you're going to hear. Right? Yeah. If I were willing to list your home for 5%, would you hire me today?
Yes.
Cool. Can I share with you why that concerns me? Okay. You see, Jonathan, when A homeowner is asking me if I'm willing to discount my fee. I'm also hearing them ask how good of a negotiator I am. And the good news for you is I'm a really good negotiator. You see, if I give away my money that I use to support my family that quickly, how quickly would I give up your money when we have an offer on your home? Yeah. And you see that limited service discount agent, if they get 94% of the asking price on your home and I get 99% or 100%, are you losing money or making money by working with me? Yeah. You ready to get started?
Yes.
Cool. Now, is it always that easy? No, it's not. I need to think about it. No worries. I've been sitting at your kitchen table for at least 45 minutes. I'm sure that I've got a few phone calls and text messages. Why don't I go out, sit in my car? I'll return a couple calls, text messages. I'll look at my emails. That'll give the two of you some time to talk. And when you're ready, come out and get me. Yes, that works. Does it always work? No. And it never works if you don't try it. I have an appointment with another real estate agent tomorrow. I get it. Now, Clarissa, you said I was a 10. And you said the only reason you weren't hiring me today is you have an appointment tomorrow, right? Yeah. Now, chances are pretty good that you're going to have that appointment tomorrow and you're still going to work with me. Would you agree? Yeah. And can I share with you why you would actually be doing them a favor if you were to cancel the appointment? Yeah. You see, I worked at least 2 or 3 hours to prepare for this appointment. And I've been at your home for another 2 hours. And if this agent's any good, they're going to do the same thing. And if you end up hiring me, we're not actually creating an advocate in that agent who's going to be excited about helping us sell your home. Versus I could call them and I could let them know that you've decided to hire me, that we're not going to put your home on the MLS for at least 3 days. And they've got 3 days to bring us a buyer and get the same commission they would get if you were to list your home with them. And actually, they're going to make more money than I will. And I'll make the call for you. Would you like me to make that call? Cool. Ready to get started? Got it. All right. Holy cow. I've got 9:31, which means my leadership team is not happy with me. I'm late for huddle. Give me a couple ahas and we're going to jump. Crickets. I got thumbs in the air. I like that.
Can I have one question?
Yes, Angel.
Where is that 10-step thing video? You said you had a 10-step that makes you stand out. Where is that?
It's on one of the videos. It's not a video. It's a list of 10 things that I'm going to do in order to get your home sold. And it's on one of the videos from last week. I don't remember which one. Go back and watch them all.
Is it on Survive to Thrive or your YouTube?
Both. It's
Okay.
on my Facebook page and it's on YouTube.
It's on
Okay.
May 20th.
May 20th, Diane just cheated for you. So you don't have
Diane's
to watch all
awesome.
the videos. Diane's awesome. Blah, blah, whatever.
Thank you.
All right, we're skipping time to get to work because I'm late. See y'all tomorrow. What is work?
Bye.